Hello everybody! I promised a full moon video and here it is. So tomorrow is the full moon. It is on December 4th and it is the full moon in Gemini. Gemini represents communication. So paying attention to our words, our thoughts, and what we put out into the world. This full moon illuminates the stories we tell ourselves and how we communicate our truths. And this full moon is a turning point. It's a time for us to release outdated thinking, release outdated patterns, releasing any people who don't resonate with who we are anymore. It's time to declutter our minds. It's time to declutter our thoughts, our calendars, our phones, our homes. So it's just time to make a big purge, which is what I've been saying in a lot of my readings for the last few months. This is a, well, I will get into that in a moment. You might find that old stuff is resurfacing. Old wounds are coming up. Old arguments in relationships are coming up. You might find yourself overthinking. You might find yourself doing a lot of negative self-talk. And these are coming up to be let go. So set yourself free. Let them go. Be open, be curious, journal, meditate, see what comes up. Be kind to yourself and speak your truth. So this full moon comes at the end of a 9 year. So I've talked about this before on some of my other videos. If you add up all the numbers in 2025, you get 9. So 9 is the end of a cycle. So we are at the end of a 9-year cycle. So the cycle that started with 2018. And at the end of a cycle, it's like you want to finish what happened in that 9-year cycle. So let's finish the cycle. And and I don't think I can do math. I said 20, whatever I said, but 9 years would be 2016. So, sorry, I had to correct myself there. But this 9-year cycle, why, when you've done all this work for 9 years, why would you not want to complete it? So complete it. Just decide, intend, whatever. You're going to just let these habits go. You're going to let these old programs go. You're going to let these old relationships go. Anything that's standing in your way, let it go. And when we start 2026, if you add up all the numbers in 2026, you actually get 10. And then if you add the numbers together in 10, you actually boil it down to a 1. 1 plus 0. So that is the start of a number 1 year, which I'm sure I will be talking about in the next little while. So this full moon, yeah, let's just get rid of all the garbage. Full moons are great time for releasing. So release anything that's weighing you down. Here's some things you could write down. And then if you want, you can burn it, journal about it, whatever you want to do. I love burning what I want to release. And I'm lucky enough, usually wherever I am, there is a fire pit so I can safely burn it. Otherwise, I just do it in the grass outside. or the snow, whatever you might have outside. So, here's some questions you can contemplate and write down and just see what comes up. So, what beliefs about myself can I release? What beliefs do I hold about myself that I can release? What old habits need to go? What old habits need to go? What's something I'm carrying that I can begin to heal and free myself from? What's something that I am carrying that I can begin to heal and free myself from? So the themes that go along with this full moon are clarity, release, and foundation. We're building that foundation for our number 1 year. So we're going to release and we're going to just start building, creating to start fresh for that number 1 year next year. So take an honest inventory. Question your beliefs. Why do you believe something? Is it because that's what your family always believed? Is it something that society has dictated that you believe? Just question it. Question it deep down inside. If you think about a certain belief, does it feel right in here? Because if it feels right in here, then it may be your true belief. But if it doesn't sit so well in the gut or sit so well in the heart, then maybe just question that a little bit deeper. So just sit with yourself until clarity comes. Sit in silence. You can meditate. And sometimes the truth is hard. Sometimes the part we play in something, we find out that it may not be pretty. And we may have had a hand in whatever was going on. But that's okay. Take responsibility, forgive yourself, and like I said, we are moving into a number 1 year. So we're building a foundation. So we are removing the bricks that don't belong and we're building with new bricks, or we're reassembling the old bricks to be a solid foundation from where we are coming from in our hearts. So let's see. Go deep. Yeah, peel back the layers. They say healing's like the layers of an onion. So just peel back the layers and lay it all out to sea. Leave behind what doesn't fit any longer. So I like to think about this like I just said, like the onion, but leave behind what doesn't fit you any longer. So how many people have lost weight before? And then you have your bigger clothes that you've outgrown, that you've now downsized out of. And how many people keep those bigger clothes just in case? I might gain a few pounds. Let's just keep those. Well, that is just, that when they no longer fit, get rid of them, purge them. Because when you talk about in here, when you follow what's in here, you're not going to need those. You're not going to need those again. So just purge them right out. So I do have written down a few ways, and I've already talked about most of them, a few ways that you can, like a few rituals that you could do if that's your thing. So you can just set an intention, just simply setting it in your mind, speaking it out loud if you can, writing it down if you want. So an intention. I intend to leave this unhealthy relationship. I intend to get rid of my habit of sleeping in every day. I don't know, whatever. I intend. And put it out there into the universe. And when you start laying that foundation, then the universe starts clicking things into place so that whatever you're intending starts to fall into place. You can meditate, you can journal, you can write and burn safely, please. You can take a bath or some other form of self-care. And self-care can include things like putting up a boundary, and self-care can also mean saying no to an engagement that you don't want to attend. Oh, can't think of another example off the top of my head. What are you, leave in the comments what you are leaving behind in 2025. What are you leaving behind? What are you not going to carry into this number 1 year? So resolve any unfinished business. Release what you've outgrown. And share in the comments what is not coming into 2026 with you. So if you get a chance, go outside and bask under the full moonlight. And even if you can't see it, if you have a lot of cloud cover, you still can feel the effects of full moon. So enjoy and have a great